On May 21st, 2024, in Ohio, officers were called to a hospital parking lot after a staff member heard screaming and crying from inside a parked car. Turns out it wasn't just the radio. There were 2 small children left alone inside. After a solid hour of being abandoned, someone finally called 911. By the time officers showed up, the mom was already gone. But don't worry, she eventually decided to stroll into the police station to explain herself. Let's see how that worked out for her.
Okay. Spill water?
Yeah.
Alright, let's have some.
So what happened today?
So I went to deliver food to the Cleveland Clinic, gastroenterology. So I got there, I parked in the front next to the valet people and the door greeter guy. So I rolled my windows down, I kept the air on. I went down in my car 4 times within the 10 minutes that I was there, and because I had to keep bringing like food up to the 2nd floor, and then there was a window upstairs that looked down on my car, so twice I looked. So the last time I was up there, well, actually, let me backtrack. So the second time I went down for food, this nurse, she said, I'll just stand here by your car because I see your kids are in the car. And I said, you don't have to do that. I mean, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. Like, I can see them when I go up because I'm right by the window. And I said, the valet guy's right there. I said, they're fine, but okay. So then the last time I went up, this lady came, this nurse, and she said, I just want to let you know that lady that said she was going to stand by your car, she said they're going to call the cops on you if you don't hurry up and go downstairs. And I was like, okay. So then I look out the window, I see there's a man standing by the car this time, which I was just looking 2 minutes ago. And so I'm like, well, what the hell? So I walked down, it took me like 30 seconds to walk down, and I said, can you please get away from my car? I don't know where you're in my car. And he said, well, you know it's illegal to leave your kids in the car. And I said, I was told by Lakewood Police Department that you can be within 25 feet of your vehicle as long as, you know, you can see your kids and it's not a problem. And I heard another lady from Cleveland Clinic calling the cops, and I said, I don't think I've done anything wrong, so I'm going to call. So I called Westlake, and she's like, well, you know, I don't know if it's illegal or not, but you still shouldn't do it. And I said, okay, well, I had to bring the food and drop it off, so I said, I'm just going to come down here because maybe I'm misinformed, maybe Lakewood misinformed me, maybe, I don't know, but I'm pretty angry because there was like 3 or 4 people by my car acting like I just left my kids.
All right, let me ask you this. So the windows were down, the car was running.
The air was on.
The air was on, which means the engine was on, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me
Hold on.
change that though.
Let him talk. Let him finish.
Well, it was on for half the time, basically.
Okay, were the keys in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
She shut it off.
Yeah, she shut the car off
So she
midway.
climbed into the front.
She got out of her seatbelt, yeah. I saw her get out of her seatbelt when I
How
went
did you
down.
get from the first floor to whatever floor you were delivering on?
I took the elevator.
Okay, could you see
And
them
then
when you
I
were
went-
could you see them when you were in the elevator?
Not in the elevator,
No.
no. When I walked past by the window when I left the elevator.
Okay,
So there was like a 60-second period each
do
time.
you think that's a problem since the kids, like one of them could climb from the back seat to the front seat? Now here's,
Right.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So here, no, you're not at all. Windows are down, kids are in there. Bunch of people come up to the car, correct?
Yeah.
What would have stopped any of them from getting into the car, the running car, and driving away with your kids?
Well, I assumed the valet guy and the nurse that said,
You know them?
no, I didn't know them. I had talked to them for like 30 seconds, or I had talked to the nurse for like a couple minutes because she, you know.
But this was already after you left the car,
Yes,
and then it had come back.
yes.
What for the children?
Not 100% safe, but I didn't think that it would be detrimental, I guess. Like,
Would it have been detrimental if the kids crawled out of the window into a parking lot, a busy parking lot? There's a lot of cars around. They walk between cars. The kid could have walked out. Someone might not have been able to see him. Would that have been detrimental? criminal?
Yeah, yes, and in that case, I would have called the police.
Well, yeah, then we're reacting to something that you created, right?
Okay.
Right. Like, this could be, like, we don't have to do all that if you just either find someone to watch the kids while you're working, or you got to figure it out. You had the kids, right?
Well, normally they come with me, and I've never had a problem. I've been doing this 2 years. I have never had
So
a
you're
problem.
saying you regularly leave them in the car?
My friend normally comes with me, my friend Michaela. She normally comes, but, you know, I didn't want to bother her. And I have never had a problem with my kids in the car. He cannot get out of his seat at all because he is still in, you know, the car seat. I strapped her in, but she can get out of her car seat. So
Okay, what if she gets up the front, like, we know that she can do that, and she gets it into drive somehow? Is that a
I
problem?
don't. Yes, it would be a problem, but I have never.
So we have three different
that has
options.
never. She can't reach the pedal.
Okay, she just puts it in reverse or puts it in drive or even in neutral. It's going to go rolling down the parking lot.
But she can't do that.
You-
My car is not easy to do that. You have to push it in.
So you don't see any problems with anything?
No,
then?
I totally see
Okay,
that.
what's his
it's
name?
not-
What's his name? Here's what's going to happen. This is definitely a child endangering. Okay,
But I'm trying.
just listen to me. Okay, for both of the children. All right. So with that goes a report. There's going to be criminal charges for this.
But I'm asking
Just
you
just-
to please
just listen
work
to-
with me on this because
Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay. Whether you came up here or not, you coming up here was a reaction to other people's reactions of seeing your kids left in the car.
No, I can't.
Hear me through.
I want to know.
Well,
if I know
I'm
the
telling
law.
you, you're not. You're not. Okay. So what you did was very dangerous for your kids. I mean, it's not safe for a dog to be left in a car, let alone two children.
But what I'm saying is I kept
Could you finish?
looking.
Could you let me finish? It doesn't matter because there's points and times where you couldn't see your children. They're sitting there in a running car with the windows down, keys in the car, with strangers who are walking up to the car. A lot of things can
And I
happen.
saw that, and I.
But it's still a situation that you created. Okay? All right, so what's going to happen is you're taking a report for child endangering. There's going to be some charges that are going to be filed. Okay? We're also going to have to contact Children's Services. You live in Lorraine?
I live in
Lorraine
Elyria.
County? Okay, so we're going to have to
Is there any way from working? I'm telling you.
No, there's not.
I don't have anybody else for these kids. Like, I'm their mom. And I know that I shouldn't have left them for 60 seconds here and there, but I didn't intentionally try to hurt them, and I would not ever try to put them in a
We
situation.
cannot ignore this.
But I don't feel like it was extreme, and I was trying to.
What would have been
for my
extreme?
kids.
What would have been extreme? Your kids
If
would
I would
have.
have left them for a long period of time, I was only gone, and I was watching them while I was gone for 10 minutes tops. The nurse even told me that the lady was going to call the cops on me because they know that I kept checking on my kids. I told them, I said, I have to hurry, my kids are downstairs, here's your food. I'm telling you, I'm begging you. Like, I know that.
Listen, our hands are tied, especially when it comes to situations like this. Our hands are tied. We have to report this. We have to take a report. And at the same point in time, there's going to be criminal charges with this. Okay, whether
begging
hold.
not to do that.
Well,
I know that.
let's go back to what I said. There's certain things where our hands are tied. This is one of them.
But it's not. Your hands are not tied.
No,
I'm
yes,
telling
yes,
you
our
that.
hands are tied. You're not telling me if my hands are tied or not. I am telling you that, okay?
I will give this job up. I'm telling you, my
well,
kids
hold
do
on.
everything to me.
I understand
Begging
that. I understand that. And I understand that you're trying to take care of your children by working. But this situation, we can't ignore it. Hold on a second. It has to be addressed.
And I'm addressing it. I'm
No,
here.
it has to be addressed by policy and procedure and by law. And that's what we're going to have to do.
But I don't feel like I broke the law because
Then if you-
I didn't see
then
them
if
for
you-
60 seconds.
Then if you don't,
This is-
hold on a second. If you don't feel like you broke the law, there's recourse in court.
But
you
this
could-
is a huge deal.
It is a huge deal.
This is.
It's
this
a
is
very
gonna change
huge-
their lives because I left them for 60 seconds.
You didn't leave them for 60 seconds.
Twice I was in the elevator. Okay, 3 times I was in the elevator for 60 seconds.
Why couldn't they have come with you?
I can lose my children over this because I made one mistake.
I don't think you're going to lose your children.
I will quit this job right now.
I think you need to take some classes though, and you need to understand. So what we're going to do today, you're going to be allowed to leave with your children, okay? We're going to do a report, and you are going to be you're getting charged with child endangering, okay? You go to court, and they're probably going to you're going to receive a call from 696 Kids. They're going to come and check on the welfare of the children, okay? That's what's going to happen. We're not arresting you today.
Their grandmothers work at Children's Services. We just saw them yesterday.
Okay.
I'm not letting you take my kids from me.
Listen,
We didn't say we are.
we're not taking your kids from you. You need to address this properly.
But you don't have to address it through the court. I came up here as a good parent who cares about her kids.
Answer him and give the last name, please.
I did. Children.
Do you want to go down
No.
right now? All right, then calm down for your children. Act like an adult.
I do.
What's Anthony's phone number?
I don't fucking know.
And that's not appropriate language in front of your children. Here's the
Swearing.
Yeah, it's
Everybody
not.
swears.
It's not.
Everybody swears.
Do you want to give a written statement of the events
No.
today? Okay. Which car is yours?
The Ford Focus.
What's that? Not yet.
And it's urgent.
I got it.
Yes. Rysstiel. Rysstiel. No, it's gonna be a new case. Yes, but it's very urgent. I'm at the police station, so you can have them call me as soon as possible. Thanks, bye.
What's an address for you? Okay. All right. So, like you explained, we have to call Children's Services. There's going to be charges that are going to get sent to you in the mail with a court date.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
All right. Make better choices.
The mother was charged with child endangerment. Think she'll be making smarter choices from here on out? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.